Well, the 22 yards look pretty solid. Not a lot of cricket has been played on this track, on this square, but even then this track looks pretty handy one. Looks solid, looks good. Well, the toss was won by the Sri Lankan captain Mahela Jayawardene, beating Mohammad Hafiz at the toss. And both teams introducing some young, exciting players. Sri Lanka making 3 big changes. Lukarachi, Trimanes and Anaike all making their T20 debuts. And for Pakistan, it's Shakil Ansar playing his first T20 game. Pakistan taking the field. That's the new keeper. And time now to go across to our 2 commentators. Starting the show up front, Waqar Younis and Tony Gray.
Thank you very much, Ramiz. Yes, we're all very pumped up and excited here. The first of these 2 2020 matches and the start of what should be a fantastic tour. Pakistan down in Sri Lanka for the 2 2020s and then into 5 one-day internationals and 3 test matches. Waqar, we should be having some fun.
The first 2020 game.
Well, here's Dilshan, very important. He gets off to a good start here, or gets Sri Lanka off to a good start. Could make such a big difference. He's a wonderful player, Tilakaratne Dilshan. Very aggressive. Have a look at that strike rate there of 126. Opening partner, who's Mahela, who's likely to give him a lot of the strike if he starts well. Mind you, Mahela himself can play some shots.
Yeah, the strike rate clearly tells the story, 139.3.
Yeah, he's a big, strong bloke and bowls fast too. Slightly off the wrong foot, yet tends to swing it around a little bit. He's certainly an imposing figure out there. I stood next to him as he was running up and warming up, and he's a big man. Hafiz there, the new captain, he'll be very excited about this, wanting to keep everyone on their toes. The professor, as he's known by his mates, this is a big occasion for him. Right, just trying to get the people behind the bowler's arms settled at the moment. Everyone all very excited about the start of this 2020 match here at the Mahinda Rajapaksa International Cricket Stadium. Here we go. And off the mark straight away. That's what you want to see happen. This is quite a big field. I'll be coming back for the second, so 2 from the first delivery.
Well, looking at the ground, Tony, this is a big outfield, so there'll be plenty of 2s and 3s. You'll not see too many 6s. But it's a huge ground. The outfield is quite big, large outfield, so there'll be a lot of running to be done by the batsmen as well as by the fielders. Pahel Tanveer will be a little bit under pressure coming back after an injury. He had a knee injury for a long time. He made his comeback, but he was still struggling with the knee, but he's back now.
Oh, that's gone straight up in the air. This is going to be out. This is a very good start for Pakistan. If it's caught, yes, it's caught, all right. Well, I think he was working that away on the onside. The ball just held up a little bit and ended up going straight up in the air. So what a good start for Tanveer and Pakistan. And of course, to get rid of Mahela straight away is really good news from their point of view. Sri Lanka 2 for 1. One of the best players in the world, Kumar Sangakkara, replaces Mahela Jayawardene. A strike rate of 119.6 and plenty of experience as well. Left-hander. Usually just nudges it around before he starts really going, but it's Dilshan who is now on strike. Tanveer continuing.
It was a poor selection of the shot by Mahela Jayawardene, playing against the swing, or should I say seam, because he hits the seam quite nicely. That one bounced a little bit, got big at him. And quite comfortable catch there by Shoaib Malik. He doesn't really drop many. Cross the line. It was a poor selection, I would say.
Yeah, Shoaib Malik very good there. He actually pushed the other fieldsman away. Quite often you can get into a bit of a tangle when that happens. Mahela not happy. Right, Umar Gul has got the ball. It's a little bit of a break away from what they usually do. They normally have an off-spinner opening the bowling. Oh, there's a bit of swing there as well, but nicely placed. Umar Gul, of course, swings the ball out. Over the years, he's been a magnificent bowler. Coming back for the 3rd on that occasion. That one was hit into the wind.
when we talk about the bowling, I think Pakistan stands a lot better chance. Pakistan have got a lot more strength in their bowling, a lot more match winners.
Well, that's over the top and down towards third man. Will it beat him? No, he stopped it down there. And back for the second. Yes, well, he wants to get on with it, doesn't he? Sangakkara, it's 11 for 1. Oh, well bowled, beautifully bowled. Well, he's getting a little bit of bounce there as well. He's quick. He gets a nice angle going because look at that seam, bowled upright, and a little bit of movement there and some carry too.
It's got a very difficult action to read for a batsman if you haven't really played him before.
And that obviously more to do with the fact that oh, is that played away? This could be out. Yes, he's got him. He's hit it straight down. Fine legs, throat. Well, this is turning out to be a really good day for Tanveer. That was out of the middle of the bat. And all of a sudden, Sri Lanka have lost another wicket. This is a tremendous start. Dilshan is the man out. Boy, and you want him out of the way too. It's 11 for 2. Dinesh Chandimal is the new batsman, considered to be a real champion by Sri Lankans. He loves to play his shots. He's got a bit of work to do here. Only 8 2020 matches so far, so it's early days, but he certainly is talented.
Well, all Dilshan required was maybe a couple of feet right or left of Margul, but that one straight at him, and he went pretty quickly. Didn't really have to move much. He hit it very sweetly. In 2020, I guess you need a little bit of luck also. Lovely delivery. Another beautiful delivery. Sohail Tanveer is bowling very, very nicely.
Yes, he is. And this one, again, moves off the pitch away. Bowling nice and fast as well.
Masami making his comeback once again. He's made, I think, few comebacks. I don't know exactly, but 3 or 4 definite comebacks. And every time he's been dropped, he go back into the first class level and he performs really well.
Yes, he did very well in that Bangladesh Premier League. Oh, that's smashed away. That's a 4. That's a bit short. We can't afford to give good players any room out there. Players like Sangakkara will definitely take advantage.
Yeah, you don't want to bowl there when you're making your comeback. This was short, wide, plenty of room for Sangakkara to put it away anywhere he wanted. Nicely timed.
Yeah, beautiful shot that is. Yes, I was going to say that Sami in that Bangladesh Premier League took 17 wickets at an average of 15. So he did well in that tournament. Oh, and that's blasted away through the offside as well. Lovely shot, 4 runs.
Well, this is not a Bangladesh league, that's for sure. That's a different league. Sangakkara is a different league altogether. Once again, the room there for Sangakkara. He loves it there. Anything just outside the off stump. There you go. Just soothing to watch even.
Yeah, he's a wonderful cricketer. There's no doubt about that. All that experience he's got a tremendous defence, which he uses very effectively in the longer format of the game, the test matches, and he can change gear so quickly. And that's into the gap as well, and that's 4 as well. Well, it's quite amazing how quickly these matches can change. Sri Lanka have gone from being in a dreadful situation to rectifying that somewhat.
He's an unbelievable player, Kumar Sangakkara. 2 cut shot on that occasion, front foot landing quite early and looking for that drive. Wasn't really in control like he was in the last 2 shots.
Can play some shots as well. Oh, and there's a stutter there. This is out. It's surely out if he. Oh, all it needed was a direct hit there. Chandimal, I think, looked up. Sangakkara came and then stuttered, and once you start stuttering, then well, run-outs occur, and that should have happened. That should have been a run-out for sure.
It was Khalid Latif at short mid-wicket. He had ample time, plenty of time to hit those stumps, and he had more or less 2.5 stumps to aim at. Lucky there.
You always consider yourself to be a bit lucky getting one there, I suppose. But they play and miss a few times, so bowlers deserve a bit of luck. Oh, he's bowled him! Clean bowled him. He's dragged that one back onto the stumps. He was trying to blast that ball through the offside field. What a wicket this is. Sangakkara again, I think, thought it was there. It may just have moved back on him a little bit. He was trying to play that classic cover drive, and unfortunately a little inside edge, and dragged it back onto the stumps. It's no wonder they're getting together. And look at this. The Sri Lankan crowd here don't like this. Neither does Sangakkara. 31 for 3. Angelo Matthews is the new batsman. Another one of these very good stroke makers. Well, they're going to need them today. They've lost all their experience. And Angelo Matthews is out there with Chandimal now. Someone's going to have to put his hand up here. It's not going to do you any good.
I think it was a lack of pace there. Sangakkara was looking for a pace to utilize, or looking for a pace to use, and his bat was way too quick on the ball. Inside edge onto the stumps. Sohail Tanveer once again, a little bit wide delivery, lucky once again, picking up his 3rd wicket.
Right, that one played away on the offside, and oh, that would have been run out. Well, it's certainly all happening out there in the centre. A real mix-up. Well, we're going to change in the commentary box now, and Ramiz Raja has moved into position with Russell Arnold.
He's got the world record for hitting more sixes in international one-day cricket. Goes big, goes high, gets it past the man at mid-on. Long chase for Saeed Ajmal. He'll get to the ball. He should. It's a very large outfield. This very big outfield.
80 yards right round, so it's going to be big hits all the way. The fielder had crept in actually. The batsman was struggling to get that ball away, so it was that extra opportunity Chandimal had when he hit that in the air.
And so he's got to be nurtured properly here, Mohammad Sami. He knows it as well, that this may be his last chance. And he's mentioned that openly in a couple of interviews back home, that this is now or never kind of situation for him. Bowled him. Now that's a fantastic delivery and a very good start. That'll pump him up. So Pakistan on a roll here, gets their 4th wicket. And it's Mohammad Sami who's picked up his first. After being plundered for plenty in his first overs, he's picked up a wicket with a nice full pitched up delivery. And so it's the right-hander Dinesh Chandimal who goes for 10. It's 39 for 4. 3 scores of 30 plus. Facing his first ball. And drives it magnificently for a 4. What a way to begin your T20 career. With a splendid drive.
The left-hand batsman seemed to be loving Sami. Sangakkara took him apart, square of the wicket. This time Thirimana just using the angle and opening the face of that bat.
Pakistan would be looking for a bit of consistency from Sami. Once again, just a little wider. And being hit for a 4. This time on the shorter side, well played by the left-hander, nicely behind that one. Well, there's the other side to the coin. The older you get, the more experience you become. That's wide and put away for another 4. Now this is not good bowling from Sami. He was rejected by the Pakistani selectors because of this short and wide, too many 4 balls being bowled by him. So it's not working out exactly how Sami was expecting it to.
Gain that angle. He is getting the ball to move across a lot, the left-hander. Therefore, he needs to start it much straighter. Moment there's width, the batsmen are just going to throw their hands at it.
Maybe experiment with a bit of variation as well. He's going at one pace. 47 for 4. And he's got a terrific T20 track record as a bowler. 56 T20 wickets for Shahid Afridi, the most for a bowler in T20 cricket. There's not been a lot of batsmen who have demystified his mystique with the ball. Doesn't spin the ball much, but it's the variations, the little variations that he develops that can have a damning effect on the opposition.
Variation in speed too. He's got a quicker one. Disguises it well. And very accurate, that's the key.
Strong appeal, impact just a little bit outside that off stump. Got to be careful because he's so wicket to wicket, Shahid Afridi. Sri Lanka's 50 comes up, but they're a little bit down at this stage with 4 wickets down.
That's being kind, Ramiz. Got well outside the line. Well, he's got to try a few things. Sri Lanka need to up that run rate.
And I think to the left-handers, he just loses his line and he becomes very predictable.
Now this is a good shot, very good shot indeed. Over extra cover, he'll get a boundary. A much needed boundary for Sri Lanka. Lahiru Thirimana, extremely strong in that area, particularly over extra cover, square on the offside. Now this was in his slot.
That was a googly, wrong on, looking to go away from the left-hander, but beautifully played. It's a pretty safe shot when you're playing over the top of the extra cover. Looks a very fine player, Thirimana. I've seen him open the bat in the longer version.
And already into the 13th over, Sri Lanka nowhere close to, at least nowhere close to even the 100. Now this is what pressure does, and Angelo Matthews has been castled by Saeed Ajmal. Clever bowling. He's bowled quite a few dot balls in the over, and Matthews obviously needing a boundary, needing to do something different. Paid the price. But Matthews gone for 9, 65 for 5. Angelo Matthews was the last batsman dismissed. Looking to hit it away on the onside, completely beaten. A slow delivery held back by Ajmal.
That's what Saeed Ajmal does to you. He just plays with your mind. There's a bit of a trouble there. Shoaib Malik just slid a little bit of a dew out there. Hard pitches. It's a big surface, big square.
That delivery, now that's a big appeal, but that came in, possibly going down the leg side. The wicketkeeper was very confident, but Pakistan looked good to go up in the first game of this 2-match T20 series. Thirimana looking to improvise, but Saeed Ajmal is too good, really. He's bowled with good variety, baffled quite a few batsmen. It's the one that went through straighter and quicker.
I'm a little concerned with the wicketkeeper. It's the 3rd or 4th time he hasn't collected a ball. Room there, and smashed it through the point region. There was a bit of a room. Actually, he created a room for himself, Thirimana.
He's quite good and strong on that side of the wicket. Lahiru Thirimana loves the offside. And very good square on the wicket. Just a little bit of width. He's profited now. Sri Lanka wouldn't mind a few of those. It's gone up to 22. Sri Lanka still quite a distance behind anything good, anything challenging. Need to be looking at least 6+.
Thank you, Roshan. Look at that face. Isn't he loving every moment of this? What's he, Russell, about my age, 65, thereabout? Oh, and that one full. I think he got a bit of bat on it. It's gone flying away down a fine leg.
They're probably more like what the score tells you, 82. But he's a cheeky player. Lukuarachi, a run sneak, you could call him. Been a while since he's played for Sri Lanka. Last played in 2007. Just making his debut in T20 internationals, just like his partner Thirimana.
Well, they need to do something, these two, that's for sure. They need a really good partnership here in quick time as well. The run rate only 5.35.
10 and over from here just gets them to 128. Still far, quite a bit away from a score they'd like to be.
Yeah, you were talking 160 odd, and one or two of the players I spoke to out there were talking 170 odd. They thought it was that good. And that's one smashed away, and it whistles into the boundary down there at mid-wicket. Thirimana can play.
Oh, he's good. He's looked confident from the moment he walked in. He's picked his spot really well that time. Just the one bounce. He's played quite a bit of one-day cricket of late. Has played that finishing role. Come in at pressure times and build the innings. Can play a few good shots as well as pick singles, just what Sri Lanka need at this stage. But he needs Lukuarachi.
16 overs are bowled. Again, another quick single. The underarm hitting the stumps. That's very well done. He's going to have to go upstairs, but I just got the feeling he was okay.
Unless he's got the bat in the air. Pretty sure the dive would have saved him. But that was good cricket all round. The two batsmen responding to each other. The wicket-keeper too.
Oh, I tell you what, Russell, you may be right here. Was the bail off when the bat came down? That's the thing. It looks as if it's a... Oh, this is going to be a hard one. Will he give it the... There's the bail. Only one bit's off there. Both parts of the bail have got to be off. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to give this. I think that bat comes down just before the second bit of the bail goes in the air.
It's going to be tough, Tony. I did think the bat was in the air. Did it get down in time?
Well, he obviously thought it didn't get down in time, and so the Pakistanis once again having a wonderful time out there. Everything's going for them.
They just love their cricket. They just want to enjoy.
Out! Got him! A little reverse sweep, a little top edge, and well, Syed Ajmal, who I think's the best off-spinner in world cricket, gets another one.
Well, I'm not enjoying this one bit though. But he played really well. Lahiru Thirimana, 30 runs off 25 balls. Sri Lanka, 89 for 7.
Kulasekara is the new batsman, good bowler he is, but he can smash it as well. He's had his moments with the bat.
Yeah, hits through the line. Played a few vital knocks, but he's going to have to smash everything. And he's at the crease because of these two wickets actually. Lukuarachi run out. It's a great piece of work by the wicket-keeper. The very next delivery, Thirimana, attempting the reverse sweep.
Yes, the reverse sweep to the Dusra, and a little top edge there. He's an outstanding bowler. He really is. I asked him to bowl near Dusra when we were out in the centre just before the toss. And I've got to tell you, it's something else. He bowls it fast too. Try and pick that. Oh, he's a wonderful performer.
Yeah, that's a bit different to the days that I was playing. Sakleen Mushtaq used to bowl the Dusra, and his Dusra used to be much slower than the rest. That was a giveaway.
Yeah, the slower it is, the easier it is to see, of course. Quicker it is, harder it is to see with spinning. And these, oh, in the air, back to the bowler again, not picking it, closing the face of the bat.
And also when you start reading the pace of the ball, when it comes at that speed, you do know it's the Dusra.
Beautiful length as well, just tossing that one up, right up in the block hole. As he was on the front foot there anyhow, wasn't he? The ball bounced just enough for him not to be able to control it. That's in the air, and it's going to go over the top of the man at 45 and down to the boundary for 4. Well, he didn't have that under control, that's for sure.
Well, it's time some luck ran Sri Lanka's way. Again on that front foot. The lucky top edge. Lankans won't complain if they get a few more of those.
That's the most popular section of the ground. Oh, he's hit that one beautifully, yes! Way over the top and into the crowd down there under the scoreboard. Lovely shot.
Sri Lanka creep past 100. But this is what he's been waiting for. Onto that front foot. It takes him apart. Margul making a mistake. He went short. Pereira got lucky and got that boundary. Then in turn bowls it into the slot.
They'll often have to wait until the 18th over for the first 6 of the match. It gives you some idea of how much Pakistan's bowlers have controlled this game. Right, can he do it again? Oh, well bowled, well bowled. Tucking him up, right up there on leg stump. Those look like the best seats in the house. Better off over pitching it than under pitching it, but it struck well for 4. Powerfully struck down the ground. 116 for 7.
He's the only person who's been able to put some pressure on the Pakistani bowlers. Last ball of last over. Ajmal conceding a boundary. The only in his spell. Powerful hit down the ground.
Right, so Kulasekara on strike to Gould. Again, a slower delivery, but well played. Very well played by him. He paused on the backswing there to adjust for the slower ball. Yes, he can hit them.
He was sitting deep in his crease for that Yorker. A slow one that was short, set up in the pitch that allowed Kulasekara to just free his arms.
Pereira needs to clear the boundary. It's a good shot. It's going to clear the boundary. Yes, it does. That's very well played. Again into that favourite area of his, down there at mid-wicket.
When he can hit them like that, you wonder why he tries those deft touches. Flat hit. Afridi knew straight away that it was clearing the boundary line. Sri Lanka into the 130s.
Sara Pereira. Again, that one knocked off his axis by Gould. Right, what's he going to do here? A bit of a record here in terms of this partnership for Sri Lanka. And that one's gone high in the air. Will it be caught? I think it's going to be safe. It is. Back for the second. So that's their highest 8-wicket partnership in T20 internationals. Will it be enough though? They've taken the score to 132 for 7. Russell?
They've done better than expected. Sri Lanka 7 down for 89. Not many balls remaining, but Tisara Pereira has played the way he can. 32 of 16 balls. Well supported by Kulasekara. But yet, still feel they're 20, 30, 25 runs short. If Sri Lanka can do the same to Pakistan, pick up 2-3 early wickets, then they'll struggle. That's exactly what happened to Sri Lanka. Jayawardene out in the very first over. For 2, Tirimana played well for his 30, but Tisara Pereira, outstanding. Strike rate of 200 for him.
Yeah, but it was Pakistan bowling really that created all the problems. And as we said, Tanveer, look at that, 3 for 12. And as Russell said, 3 big wickets as well. Omar Gul initially was quite tidy, and of course the bowling there of Ajmal as well, 2 for 20 off 4 overs at the end. Very impressive.
Always is exciting to see Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Punjab, both very exciting units, both highly talented teams. And to begin the show with the bat is Ahmed Shahzad, who's very pleasing on the eye, good stroke maker. 7 innings in T20 cricket, so a fledgling career. And the professor is taking guard. First time as a captain. Hafiz, number 8. Very fine cricketer, good all-round cricketer.
Luan Kulasekara can do some damage as well. He tends to swing the ball around quite a lot. He's got a nice breeze here for that in-swinger that he bowls so well. Definitely going to going to need to get some wickets early on, because if they don't, this Pakistan batting lineup. Oh, he's got one straight away. Scored it backward point. Well, that's exactly what they needed. This match is not over yet, believe me. Kulasekara getting one to bounce just a little bit outside that off stump. They've struck with the first ball.
This is a timid shot from Hafiz. He's gone caught at point for naught. It's 1 for none.
Shakil Ansar, the wicketkeeper on debut here. So this is a big moment for him, coming out to face the second ball as well.
A little shy was Hafiz, trying to hit it hard. Was in two minds, couldn't control the flight, couldn't control the extra bit of width that was provided by the right armour.
Oh, he's got it as well! Exactly the same place, exactly the same shot, exactly the same fieldsman. Boy, what a start this is. 2 out of 2, caught it backward point by Dilshan, and that's got them on their feet. Have a look at them, they're dancing in the aisles down there. Pakistan, none for 2. Don't change anything, Mahela. Leave them exactly where they are. Especially that backward point. He's on a hat-trick. Southey got one against Pakistan. Jacob Oram has got a hat-trick in 2020 internationals, and Brett Lee has got a hat-trick in 2020 internationals. Will we see hat-trick number 4? Latif is on strike. Here we go. Oh, sensible. Let it go. Let it go. That one actually did come back a little bit too. That changes the complex of the game completely.
Let's also not forget the fact that this is a new-looking T20 side for Pakistan. They've introduced quite a few new players. They've made a lot of changes. So they may get under pressure because of this good start from Sri Lanka.
Khalid Latif hits it in the air. It's going to clear the square leg fieldsman. And they'll get 2. They might even come back for the third. No was the call as they were about to embark on the third run there. Would have been a bit risky. So the end of the over, it's 2 for 2. And he's got a breeze, which will help that little outswinger, which he gets to go early on. So here we go. Lasith Malinga. Oh, that's well played. He started that one just a little bit too far down the leg side. It's gone all the way down to the boundary. But there was a little bit of swing there.
Nice juicy half volley on the pads, and this was dealt intelligently by Ahmed Shahzad. Played it down safely, and the ball went swiftly across the turf to the boundary. No worries, no problems. 2 wickets down, so it needed to be a better ball from Malinga to exert the pressure from his end.
Yeah, that's a better line.
The team that played the Asia Cup final, Bangladesh, not featuring in the top 10, which is another big surprise for me, at least.
Oh, that's nice and straight. Oh, and it's a fumble. Oh, that's no good. You really have to keep things nice and tight. Every single run is vital.
slow delivery and nicely judged by the batsman and badly judged by the man at mid-on.
Right, so this is Shehzad. Or does he go a long way across? A little shuffle outside off stump. Oh, and he's down in the middle of the pitch and he's lost his bat, and oh, the throw has missed the stumps. Almost everything that could go wrong went wrong there. He got sent back, he slipped, he fell, he lost his bat, and the only good thing that happened to him is the ball missed the stumps.
Almost lost his wicket as well. A little street smart was Shehzad, and then he fell on his backside and then tried to get back into the crease with his hands lunged. He still wouldn't have made that crease. There you see that big slip on his bum and on his chest, and down for the count, number 19.
Oh, and he's beaten him again. Again, that little bit of bounce outside the off stump. Oh, and an edge, and taken on the half volley, was it? No, he's throwing it up. My first reaction was that it bounced just in front of him. But it's very unlikely that Mahela would throw one up if he didn't catch it. But I've got to say, my first reaction was that it was just short. But Mahela looked ever so confident.
The big screen really will decide the case for the men out there. Khalid Latif is the man who has been taken in the slip by Mahela Jayawardene, the Sri Lankan captain. So he's got to clear the first hurdle, and he does that quite well. No problem there. A lot of problem for Khalid Latif now. Is that taken cleanly? On the bounce, into the hands. It doesn't look clean. It doesn't look straightforward.
I suppose the question is it between frames as it goes in? It looks to me as if Mahela thinks he's got I think he's probably got his fingers under that, you know. It's very difficult. There we go. That looks to me as if it goes straight in, fingers underneath the ball, which indicated to me that he was going off the ground, but he's obviously not. Well, I think Pakistan are just a little bit lucky there. Mahela Jayawardene, I would say, would be one of those blokes who would never in a million years. Oh, that's out. That's out. Don't worry about going upstairs for that. That's good bowling, actually. Matthews getting a little bit of extra pace out there and some movement. And what a celebration taking place.
What a good wicket this time. No doubt about the catch. Mahela is still arguing with the umpire because it didn't put him in the right light. That catch was not given by the third umpire, but he's gone. Khalid Latif after a struggling 3, 12 for 3.
That tends to fix those problems. This is Shoaib Malik. He's the new batsman. He's a right-hander and a strike rate of 113. So this is the last ball of the 5th. And again, that's through the field. And again, that one, because the fine leg's up, will go down to the boundary for 4. So that takes the score now to 21 for 3.
So Thisara Perera will start off. And off the edge, he straight away finds a bit of bounce. Thisara Perera can be pretty deceptive. Hits the deck hard. He's a tall lad. And when on song, somebody who can really turn a game on its head. That's wide. That's poor bowling by Perera. These are runs Pakistan wouldn't be complaining about because these are welcome runs for them. Well, Sri Lanka has Lasith Maling there as a top performer, somebody who can get wickets. But then, as you correctly said, Waka, he'll have to work around him. Oh, that's not fielded well. That's running down towards the boundary. They'll be looking for 3 here. Sri Lanka need every run prevented if they can. Lasith Malinga was the fieldsman at that short third man area. Nicely played by Shoaib Malik, just trying to use the pace of the ball because Kaushal Lokwarachi pushes the ball through quicker. It's not a slowish spinner, but DSC is frustrated naturally. But we talk about the point you made in the next over. Oh, just over mid-wicket. And he'll end it with a boundary. That last ball boundary would have released the pressure again.
This is what happened when you get it wrong with this sort of action. You know, it becomes very easy for batsmen to put it away. He's got a slingy kind of action. He's not really upright, over the top. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! That is outstanding. I don't think any of us here in the commentary was expecting this to be caught. Brilliant.
Well, tremendous catch by Thisara Perera for somebody as big as him. He's not the quickest mover, but what an outstanding catch. Sri Lanka needs a lift like that, and that's exactly what Perera has provided. Great catch down at third man. Malik gone for 9, 46 for 4. So Umar Akmal finally makes his presence to the middle. 46 for 4 Pakistan. What an outstanding catch by Thisara Perera. Sri Lanka needed that. They needed to take those half chances to lift the game, lift the team. That's exactly what this man down at third man provided. Take a look at this.
What a day he's having, isn't it? Look at that. Wow, that is brilliant. I can watch that again and again and again. Beautiful.
Tremendous, tremendous catch. And once again, just short of the fieldsman at mid-on and down to the boundary. It was another opportunity for Sri Lanka. Dinesh Chandimal at mid-on. Now that would have been a big wicket. And oh, he was a little bit slow to get to it, Dinesh Chandimal. Sri Lanka needed chances like that to be taken. The Pakistan 50 is up. But it's been so close.
Oh, he's got it away fine. Yeah, you can't afford to give good players any room, especially if there's no slip in position. They do work it around. That was nicely played.
Yes, beautifully guided by the right-hander, waiting for the ball to arrive and then just helping himself past the man at point, who had no chance in the end. Good deflection from Umar.
2 catches, first 2 balls of the innings to Dilshan. Big smile on his face at that stage. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air. This is going to be out. This is the wicket Pakistan didn't want to lose. Yep. It's taken all right. Kulasekara into the action in this match, that's for sure. 2 wickets early on and then the catch. What a beautiful smile he's got.
Well, Sri Lankans are extremely happy, ecstatic, because this wicket was gifted away by Umar Akmal. A nothing shot, a disappointing end. For 12, he's gone.
Shahid Afridi. Danger. Written all over him there. Look at that strike rate, 141. There's not a negative bone in his body. And when he hits them, they do stay hit. Right, so how's he going to play it? That's the question. He can't afford to get out here. He's got to be just a little cautious. This could still be a very exciting 2020 international. Afridi. A lot of fieldsmen back on the boundary for him. And down the wicket he goes. It's going to be out caught. Yes, he's gone. Well, as I said, there's not a negative bone in his body. He probably on some occasions would be better off just reining it in a little bit until he gets his eye in.
Afridi was looking for those big shots against the off spinner. He felt it was his real chance of unleashing a bit of Afridi tonic on the bowler. Not to be, he's gone early in the piece, gone for only 1. Pakistan slumped further, 70 for 6.
Well, Pakistan digging a little bit of a hole for themselves now. 70 for 6. There's 4 wickets in hand, and already the first of the bowlers coming in, Sahel Tanveer. Not a bad strike right there, but they've got a score at 9.2 runs and over now. That's a nice tidy shot for starters.
That is exactly how Shahid Afridi should have managed the first ball from the off spinner. Never got close to the ball. And a good catch. Lokarachi took an amazingly good catch. And Mahela is happy.
Oh, this is a run out. This is all over. Forget it. Yes. That's beautiful fielding. There was never a run straight away. There was always a chance that the fieldsman was going to pick it up and get it in quickly. And unfortunately for Tanveer, oh, don't worry, Dilshan, a little bump on the head's not going to do you any harm. He's gone diving away, and I think as he's let the ball go, he's come down on his head on that hard pitch.
Well, Tony has bumped off Sohail Tanveer for sure. For one, it's 71 for 7.
Well, 71 for 7 now. They're losing wickets on a regular basis, so Umar Gul has got to come and try and fix the problem. And all the time the run rate gets worse. Let's have a look and see what happened here. This is a big ask to run when Dilshan's in the vicinity. Have a look at this, beautifully fielded, and then bang, smacks him his head on the hard surface there. Nicely taken, not even in the picture. No chance of Tanveer getting home there.
Pereira has bowled a couple of good fast bounces, just about perfectly bowled.
That's in the air, and it'll bounce safely, I reckon. Yes, it will. Way down there at third man. Yeah, look, I think it's a good idea to have at least a couple.
Down the track he goes. And a massive blow. Sachitra Sears. Zinanaik coming into the attack and being taken up apart by Ahmed Shehzad.
Well, as long as Shehzad is there, Pakistan will live in hope, but this is a lovely shot. Great use of the feet and clearing the boundary. Pakistan will need a few of those. And he will be the man the Pakistan supporters will look to try and take them through.
But he's cleaned him up. Strikes back straight away. A soft dismissal, you could say. Nothing delivery, just short of a length. Because when he tossed it up, he was hit down the ground. Shehzad trying to play too fine.
Call it the commentator's curse, Russell. Talking about what this man can do for Pakistan, but he's gone, looking to run it down to third man, I thought. But a good hand he played, out for 36. 85 for 8.
85 for 8. Pakistan require another 48 runs. Mohammad Sami back in the team after a long break. Would have never expected that he'd have to do it with the bat. Of course, he's got to get a move on. He's got to try things.
And to the credit of the Sri Lankan bowlers, the rest have really put their hands up and supported the captain.
It's in the air. And make that 9 wickets. Lahiru Tirimana picks it up easily in the outfield. Once again, the slower delivery from Lasith Malinga doing the trick. No option really for Umar Gul. He does have to go after it.
It's been a disappointing performance from a Pakistan point of view, because the Sri Lankans scored nothing really too challenging, but Umar Gul gone for 5. 87 for 9.
Saeed Ajmal, who bowled brilliantly earlier on. The crease is at the non-striker's end because Mohammad Sami crossed over when Umar Gul hit that last delivery in the air. Lasith Malinga now has 155 T20 wickets. The third on the list, Dirk Nannes leading that list. He's got 178. This is his 155th. Another slow delivery. Murgul totally deceived. There's another in between Nanas and Malinga. Alfonso Thomas, England. He's got 159. He plays for Somerset. Once again, a blind hook. Chandimal trying to get underneath it. Just unable to hold that in. Again, well directed by Lasith Malinga. Chandimal having about 20-25 meters to run in from the boundary.
Well, that catch, had Chandimal taken it, it would have just summed up Sri Lanka's performance today. Simply sensational. Now, that would have been a good catch had he taken it. But sadly, just short in the end. He got underneath it but couldn't get his hand around it. Captain, outstanding fielding. Brilliant catches.
He had a go and he gets it into the gap. Saeed Ajmal needs a few more of that.
A few more, and he needs to do it more consistently. He needs to keep hitting boundaries. But they need 38 of 16. Now that's a big ask. Saeed Ajmal swinging into the gap at mid-wicket. Pakistan will need the last pair of batsmen to hit a few more like that.
They were really out there putting the pressure on the Pakistani batsman. In another swing, but this time he gets the edge. Pakistan bowled out for 95, and it ends up being a big win for Sri Lanka. 37 runs in a T20 is a big margin.
Well, when you're defending a small score, as small as 132, which happens to be the smallest Sri Lanka has made, registering a win of 37 runs is incredible and extremely well done. Well, this happens to be the lowest team total on Sri Lankan soil in a T20 game, and Pakistan have been dismissed for 95. Surely this would have disappointed Pakistan fans, because they would have definitely backed themselves to make that 132, and this is that last wicket. Saeed Ajmal had no other option. He had to really throw his bat at everything. Kumar Sangakkara making an easy catch in the end. So Pakistan dismissed for 95. Saeed Ajmal the last man out for 5. Jayawardene should be quite pleased. Not the best start for the Pakistan captain. His opening game, and not a pretty picture as far as the batting card is concerned. Just Ahmad Shehzad made 36, and Akmal, the only other batsman to enter double figures. Umar Akmal 12. The rest of the batting just blown away by some consistent Sri Lankan bowling. Well, what a fine effort by the Sri Lankan bowlers, an all-round effort. Everybody contributing. Nuwan Kulasekara giving them the start they wanted. Lasith Malinga creating the pressure. Angelo Matthews coming up with the best ever bowling spell in terms of economy. And the Sri Lankans never really looked back. That's a look at the match summary. Sri Lanka 132 for 7. And Pakistan just dismissed for 95, giving Sri Lanka 37-run win. Quite a big margin in this context of the match, with Sri Lanka just defending 132, and in T20 cricket 37 runs, a fairly big margin. So good win for Sri Lanka in this first game in this T20 series.